When one gets diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, you get the explanation it is errors in carbohydrate metabolism. What is baffling is how the immediate emphasis is not on nutrition, but a prescription medication. The same healthcare providers tell you upfront, when giving you your diagnosis, that there is no cure for diabetes, yet they give you a prescription. On the flip side, the ones that emphasize nutrition talk focus on supplements. In everyday usage, the word supplements means something added to complete a thing, supply a deficiency, or to reinforce a whole. It's like focusing on the dessert rather than the main course at dinner. It's kind of backwards for sure. A radical change in the main course should be the starting point. In the course of any given day, the choices of what we eat is the initial decision point of how we derive the energy that provides for our daily activities. The factors that inform how we make our food choices are complex, involving our eating habits, economics, cultural traditions, and even religion. The key biological driver for eating is, of course, hunger, which is the body's unmistakable signal telling us it is getting low on its energy budget to carry out its normal activities. But how we satisfy that need varies with the individual. Too often, many of us make our food choices based on our previous experience with the food, which a lot of times depends on our taste. When the taste buds guide the decision, too many people end up choosing sweet and sugary food items. Those are exactly the food choices we should avoid. Palatability, or how pleasing you find particular foods, also influences your choices. One's sense of palatability is influenced by taste, smell, appearance, texture, and previous experience with the food. A food that once gave you food poisoning evokes a negative reaction anytime you see it, but a dish you often enjoyed leads to a desirous response. Visually pleasing foods are more appealing, leading to their indulgence and overeating. When the decision on what to eat is left up to the taste buds and the palate, you are simply falling back on your established eating habits. This is the equivalent of letting a 30 to 60 second experience in the mouth determine your nutrition, without considering what the effects that food would be on your long-term health. That lack of conscious engagement, you make yourself vulnerable to nutritional imbalances because you are living by chance. Very often, the food choices that are made by the palate tend to favor low-density, easily digestible carbohydrates that are readily broken down to simple sugars, which are quickly absorbed in the intestines. This leads to a spike or overwhelm in blood glucose, which is what the diabetic dose is not. 1. In making the choice of what to eat, the brain, which should be the decision guide, is put on a standby, making it a spectator in the decision-making process. When was the last time you actually questioned the nutritional value of a cup, bottle, or can of soda, or the need for a large bowl of salad? 2. Many people only think of salad when their bowel movements are not regular, or when they are hit with a running stomach. Another undesirable effect of living by chance is gaining weight and becoming overweight and or obese, both of which are associated with chronic diseases, especially what is called diabetes today. The food you eat should have more scrutiny than just satisfying hunger, which is just a momentary point in the daily journey.